And we're live.
We're live. Good evening, everybody. How you doing? We're a little late because apparently the game did not save after our last conversation, so I had to quickly go through and redo the conversation and save it again.
I would prefer to think of us as fashionably punctual.
Speed playing, yes, exactly. So fingers crossed I made all the same dialogue choices quickly in like 12 seconds.
Open the door.
Yeah, apparently I forgot to save it, or it didn't save because we quit to the main menu. I'm not sure. But fingers crossed, we've returned to the library. We're about to go ghost hunting, so...
Who are you going to call?
Yes, exactly.
Us.
Oh, a Scarlet Hollow speedrun. I'm sure you could do it. In fact, I think the devs are doing a dev playthrough this weekend. Just hurl boiled peanuts at everyone.
Peanuts!
Yes. Bagel! Yeah, exactly.
Someone has just completed Elden Ring without moving.
How?
I don't know.
I don't understand that game. I don't really need to understand that game.
A friend of ours calls it fantasy word salad, and she's an award-winning fantasy author, and every night she plays it for 3 hours and goes, no idea what's going on. It's gorgeous.
I'm sure it's beautiful, but if I want a really beautiful game, I can play a really beautiful game and have a plot. I'm that extra.
And have several houses filled with books. Or if you're
I
in
was
Kate
thinking
Jemison,
Dragon Age.
a wheel of cheese.
Yes, apparently Jemison, when she plays, she just picks up every piece of cheese in the game and puts it in a special basement and has a basement full of cheese. And this is like a life goal I didn't know I needed in my life. But with me, shout out to Wendy, who is not here with us this evening from Valhalla. If it was Wendy and I, it would be all the flowers, just all the flowers that we keep picking and would throw in the basement. It would be a basement full of flowers. Honestly, I'm seriously thinking about a basement full of flowers. Because that's also a really good book and or album title, I think.
Also, like so many phrases, it scans perfectly to Tale as Old as Time. Basement full of flowers.
If you say flowers with one syllable, yes.
Jerry Orbach's a lamp. Beauty and the Beast.
I was going to have everybody in the chat give a shout out to Made with Real Gorilla Chest. You don't know?
I want it entered into the record. She went there. I was behaving.
He enabled. It's his fault. It's entirely his fault. I was going to pause for a second so we could all give a shout out of love to Wendy in the chat so that when Wendy sees the VOD that she sees lots of love because Wendy is suffering from a migraine and not
maximum love, Wendels.
So we're giving Wendy lots of love.
Kick it in the bollocks.
Yes, I would show Wendy the boy, but the boy is taking a day.
Yeah, he's binging Severance and he's sworn no spoilers.
You better not give any spoilers.
You hear that, young man?
We're only 3 episodes in. No spoilers. Exactly. So we will give some love for Wendy and the chat. And then, okay, you can do the normal thing now. Now that we've prevaricated for like 7 minutes.
Okay. The temptation to do the opening monologue from Battlestar Galactica is overwhelming and it's being stopped only by the fact I don't know it.
I was going to say, do you have it memorized?
So watch this space. Life down here began up
is
there.
Always right. I will listen to Ivanova. Ivanova is God. Yes. I need to memorize that whole thing at some point because she's the best.
It's the point where she spins out at the end and is like, and if you ever disobey me again, I will personally rip your lungs out. And then just serenely closes the channel.
Yes. That has my energy.
Mm-hmm.
That is very much my... Yes, precisely. Mm.
So we do 3 things on this show. Well, we do 4, but the bullshit's kind of like the quantum moon in Outer Wilds. It's always there. It's just you can only see it sometimes. That's a lie. You can always see it.
Why wouldn't it let me scan the symbol? It would not let me scan the orange symbol, and I did not get there in time to scan the orange symbol before Life as We Know It came to an end. I was very verklempt. I'm going to have to go back and rescan the orange symbol. You were saying?
We do 3 things on this show. The first one is we provide you an opportunity to get comfortable, get hydrated, take any meds you might need, make sure your pets and or partners are squared away with a laser pointer on a rumba, a piece of string, food, whatever.
You've said too much.
I've said too much. Well, as the ambassador from Himbostadt, I sometimes distract myself.
Really?
Yeah, almost not with Himbonia, but Himbostadt sounded.
Himbonia.
It's dangerously close to things which get us a higher rating.
Yeah, exactly. It's dangerously close to that thing where we have to be very careful when you tell me to go play Skyrim because you cannot noun the verb in different sorts of ways with that particular word pairing.
You can hear me run up to it every time. You can hear me go, so are you going to...
Verb the noun.
Do some video game.
Playing.
Now.
Yes, exactly.
So the first thing we do is an opening monologue. This isn't the first thing. This is an aperitif. This is, an appetizer. This is an aperitif. Other posh words of food. The opening monologue is a chance for you to do everything I just described. It's almost always...
Backwards and in heels, like
Ginger Rogers.
There we go.
It's also almost always, as I believe it is today,
Yes.
by our functional house band, the magnificent Mr. Nate Crowley.
And a moose-bouche.
Man who has... Sorry, you finish.
Which is such an amusing word. You may proceed, sir.
A man who has put out not one, not two, but 3 Warhammer 40,000 novels in the last 6 to 8 months, all of which are being talked about, as I understand it.
No wonder why he's exhausted. Good grief.
Right? As not just really good entry points into the game, but actually really fucking good novels in their own right.
Ooh, leftover spaghetti and IKEA veggie meatballs.
Nate is one of those unique humans. I mean, he really is.
You could just stop there.
He's amazing, and I hope he's watching, because nothing but love, buddy. And he is an incredibly talented author. I swore off Warhammer 40,000 a frankly horrifying amount of time ago, because it was a little bit too spiky and death metal for me. Plus, they didn't give the Eldar enough love, and,
And there's maybe 3 women in the whole thing.
And there's 3 women in the whole thing. Now, my understanding is the women issue has now been solved. The Eldar issue is being solved next, and Nate's writing a ton of books for them, as are 5 or 6 other friends of ours who are just super talented. So the whole kind of fiction side of things is slowly come back.
You read it for the articles?
Hey now.
Shall we do the opening monologue then?
Let's do the opening monologue. But before we do, there are the 2 other things that we do, aren't there? The majority of the show tonight will be playing and hopefully finishing. I'm sorry, I cut across you. That was rude. Continue.
It's all right. I was going to cut across you.
Scarlet Hollow Episode 3, the fantastic visual novel style deep dive into just the worst fucking town in the Appalachians. Oh my god. Which is, in fairness, full of lots and lots of very, very nice people who you can romance.
Yes, and this will be full of a ghost hunt, so there will be a full and frank spoiler warning when we get to the game portion of the evening tonight.
Yes. Jump scares, a go-go.
Probably.
And then we round out with some shenanigans, which is designed entirely to wash your brain of the horrors you've just witnessed. Apart from tonight, but we'll get there.
Kind of. You see, the thing about Scarlet Hollow is the devs are awesome, and April Fool's Day was a thing, and then they did a Q&A that they illustrated. And I painstakingly downloaded all of the images that they created for all of the FAQ. So we have some thematic shenanigans for you this evening, which will also involve us being voiced in character, which means we're gonna have no voices tomorrow. I'm really glad I don't have to do anything tomorrow. Before we do the opening monologue, or should we do the opening monologue and then should we do What's New With Us this week?
Let's do What's New With Us this week.
What's new with us this week?
What's new with you this week?
I passed my privacy certification.
Woo woo!
And what's new with us this week?
Back in the gym, baby.
No, the thing with the rocket.
We're Hugo finalists.
I love you very much. You're adorable.
Ambassador from Himbostadt.
Oh my god, this is going to be one of those streams. Go.
We are Hugo finalists for the 2nd year running at the Full Lid, and it is so cool.
Yeah.
The Full Lid is a finalist in the Best Fanzine category.
Woohoo.
And also 2 of our podcasts, Escape Pod and Podcastle, are finalists in the Best Semi-Prozine category.
Which is amazing.
Which is brilliant, as is the fact that Mer Lafferty and Divya Breed, or SB Divya, pardon me.
SB Divya.
SB Divya are the 2 editors.
That lid is so full. So full.
So
Can't
full,
cram
compost.
anything more in that lid. It's full.
Are finalists in Best Editor Short Form.
Did we ever explain to the stream where the name The Full Lid comes from?
Well, let's do that now.
Should you? I'm literally setting you up for the line here!
My favourite episode of The West Wing is Celestial Navigation.
And that's not where the Full Lid comes from, but it does come from...
The West Wing is...
The West Wing.
From The West Wing.
Yes.
Where at the end of every briefing, CJ Craig, the press secretary, will go, "That's a full lid, everybody. Good night." And
the end of the every Friday briefing. Specifically. The idea that the lid is full is that that's all their news there's going to be for this week. Everybody can pack it out and go out. And so when Alistair realized blogging kind of wasn't doing it for him anymore, but he still couldn't not right stuff, we're like, well, newsletters are kind of becoming a thing again. Let's try a newsletter. And it's been 6 years now, and that's what I do every Thursday night.
Frankly fucking horrifying. Not the fact that she does that every Thursday night, but the fact that it's been 6 years.
That's not horrifying. We've done a lot of things specifically for the past 6 years, like own a company and write a newsletter.
I actually realised that I
live in this house.
No.
Oh my god.
Still no internet, by the way.
Still no internet. almost 10 weeks now. Still no internet. Still no idea when
One
we're going to get
engineer is
internet.
actively dodging our calls. Another engineer is apparently doing a deep dive, which I can only assume is going to end the way the third act. The second act revealing a conspiracy thriller does.
I'm going to, the one engineer who is responding to my text messages on a regular basis is going to get a freaking muffin basket from me when this is all done. As is the actual customer service rep at Sky who keeps contacting me.
Who has started referring to the next stage of the journey we're taking together.
I know what her vacation plans are for Easter. I mean, we're good friends.
She's probably getting a Christmas card, you know?
Yeah, God, at this rate. But yeah, it's been an eventful week. I passed my certification.
We're Hugo finalists again.
Woohoo! It's a long 4-day weekend here in the UK.
God, we are dragging ourselves across broken glass towards.
Which
Good
we could
Lord.
really desperately need.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not going to work all of it either. I have deviled eggs to make and a chocolate cake and
some foos to foos.
Some foos to be foosing. Yes, exactly.
Also, on top of all of that, we may have shown you the trailer for this. It's a short narrative game called Chasing Static, about a man trapped in a mysterious Welsh village discovering the awful truth about the experiment out on the moors.
What is with your nose?
I don't know. It's really itchy.
I'm sorry.
I think I definitely showed you the trailer. I think we put it in the feed. The game is already out on PC with ports to PS4, 5, Xbox, and Switch on the way. I took the liberty of reaching out to them to potentially write about the game for the Full Lid earlier tonight and asked about PS5 ports, and they said, yeah, there'll be one later this year. Don't have a time yet, but we'll let you know. So we might be streaming that later in 2022.
Brilliant. Add it to the pile.
Say,
we have so many games. So many games.
It's like a 2-hour game. We could do it in one go.
I disbelieve. You've seen
it's a 2-hour game, which means for us it's a 6-hour game.
Which means it'll take us 3 nights, right? Exactly. Speaking of the upcoming holiday weekend, we'll remind everybody again at the end of the stream, but we will not be streaming over the weekend because we're actually going to take a long weekend.
We're scared too.
And do not work. I'm scared too. I made a chocolate cake earlier in the week, but I forgot the magic make it rise ingredient, and now it's just nasty brownies. So I need to make an actual chocolate cake this weekend because I want a chocolate cake.
Yes.
And that counts as not work. So we're going to do some not working. Time for pace egging. I don't know what that is. Pace egging. I don't want to egg things. I want to eat eggs because it's Easter. And some of them can be chocolate and some of them can be deviled eggs, which sounds good for me.
Yes. Diablos.
Well, quiet, restful paint eggs.
Eggs.
Nah, that's too much work. I forgot the floofers. That is correct, Rubesco. I forgot the floofers, and the cake did not rise there. But this is a cake that has no eggies or cinnamon or fire involved. I love him. Okay,
you go.
If you don't know who we're talking about B. Dylan Hollis, who is this fantastic YouTube TikTok chef who specifically cooks like vintage recipes from old cookbooks. So he'll do like Depression area recipes, and he's got a wonderful sense of humor. He's hilarious. He has longer form videos on YouTube, and he's one of my favorite food people.
He's a surprisingly gentle host in long form as well, because he's known for the TikToks of being a little bit frenzied, and you can see him reveling in spending 10 minutes going, this is really interesting. Here's why I do what I do.
You made peanut butter bread, Katie B. Ooh.
Yeah, that's been on my list for a while. I'm really glad you've made that.
Okay. You can make the peanut butter bread. That would be fine. He did another one with chocolate and saltines that looked really good. If you could get saltines in this country.
It's not like we can get democracy. That's the last one I'll do.
We are not discussing politics tonight. No. My blood pressure needs to stay down here, not up here. To the point where I'm like, well, it would be really expensive, but if I did get my official dual citizenship, at least I could vote! Let's talk about a game with Nate, shall we? Tonight's opening monologue has content warnings for references to animal attacks and violence and swearing, because it's Nate.
Have you played Raft? Water, water everywhere, nor any drop to drink.
I thought it was, but not a drop to drink.
Who knows?
Mysterious. Quote controversy.
Even though it only hit Steam in 2018 and has only existed in any form since 2016, Raft feels like one of those survival games that has been in early access forever. It's not a criticism, it's just very much the mood the game has. It's one of those ones you'll play a bit of, forget about, and then look back a year later, only to find it's grown a whole story and pigs you can fight. That gradual accretion of stuff is fitting, I suppose, as it's actually exactly what Raft is about. Gradually accreting stuff.
Okay, this sounds like The Long Dark, which is the game I only play in the winter when it's cold.
It also sounds like Windbound.
Yeah. The premise is pretty simple. You are on a raft. It's a small raft to start with, but as you honk wood and stuff out of the sea, you add to it and make it bigger. Via the bizarre magical shorthand we've all come to accept from the term crafting, you conjure your accumulated trove of flotsam into more and more fancy objects, including nets that automatically honk wood and stuff out of the sea for you. Sooner or later, your raft will be an improbable floating palace with farms, a lounge area, and if you're anything like me, loads of barbecues.
Of course, there's a shark who's always having a swim nearby, making himself a nuisance. He'll have a chew on your raft, mangle you if you spend too long in the sea, and generally stop you from relaxing long enough for the game to lose its pace. Raft is good in itself, but I suspect it's the shark that turned it into a mega hit.
Of course,
because if one thing attracts shouty YouTube men to a game like October Wasps to a pint, it's sharks. Still, bless the shouty men, because I learned about Raft due to endless thumbnails on YouTube. Biggest Raft base ever? Shark attack! He's hungry! And you probably did too.
When I played it, it was largely just a game about making a very large wooden platform while occasionally being troubled by a fish. And it was a good way to pass a few hours even then. Now it seems to have land exploration, scuba diving, and buckets of lore. And since it's still in early access, it just keeps coming. If you like survival games and you somehow not given this one a try yet, now might be the time. I want to play this game because one of my favorite early video games ever was Stronghold, where you could just build a castle. And then eventually they wanted you to like equip units and fight people and take over. And I'm like, just go away. Give me the castle soundbox and I'm just gonna build castles and farms and bread and cheese. I love an open sandbox world where it's like, go away, just give me unlimited resources and leave me alone for 8 hours. I'm good. I'm set. Occasional fish. Tonight's gender is an occasional fish attack. What were we saying?
Raft remains PC only, but an Xbox release is being considered.
Okay. I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna put it on the. Have you played Raft? I like how that. It's like, raft. Have you raft? Do you even raft, bro? Exactly. I gotta wear that t-shirt in the gym one of these nights. I have to work up the courage. Years ago, when we were weightlifting regularly before we moved here, and in the height of Dragon Age Inquisition, I had a t-shirt made that says, "Do you even rift, bro?" And I haven't worn it to the gym since. And I think I have to work up the courage to do that.
Give it time. You will.
I will. I totally will. I also have the one that has Iron Ball and Blackwall in like those razor shades. Mm-hmm. That one was really good too.
So you mentioned Blackwall and my brain automatically goes, I didn't even work out their alternate timeline till the fourth verse.
I love that he was in The Witcher! Oh, what's it? His name is Alistair Parker?
Alistair Parker.
He's this really famous video game voice actor, and he's the voice of Blackwall in Dragon Age Inquisition. And he showed up as like this little bit guard character in the second season of The Witcher, and I'm like, I know that voice! And I always love it when we get to see physical voice act. You know, the voice actors actually have physical acting roles as well. The one that will always and forever completely and totally mess with my head is Elias Tufexis.
Because he's a very small man.
Freaking love that guy. He's very talented. He's the voice most famously of Adam...
Jensen
from
didn't ask for this.
He didn't ask for this. And then you see him. He's got this huge, deep, gravelly, resonant voice. And then you see him on television. He was in The Expanse. He was in an episode of Discovery season 1.
He's in the second episode of Discovery.
Second episode of
he's
Discovery.
the little guy who picks a fight with Burnham and gets this shit kicked out of him.
Beanpole of a man! And I'm like, how does all that voice fit in there? That doesn't make any sense. But no, I love it.
He's actually in every season of The Expanse because they kept bringing him back to kill him because he does mocap for the creatures.
I can identify, help, what's his name? Steve Valentine in like 3 seconds.
Seriously,
like half a line of dialogue. The first time his episode of Leverage showed up, I'm like, that's Alistair. I know that voice anywhere. Where is he? Where is he? And then like he finishes his line, he comes around the corner, and he's really tall, dark-haired, mustache, lanky guy. He looks completely different, but I'm like, I know that voice. I know that voice.
In the interest of full disclosure, the line, there's a guard above you, there's a guard above you.
There's a guy below you, there's a guy below you.
Gets used a lot in this house.
Yes, exactly.
Anyway, I think
because he's also in
Uncharted,
and he didn't get cast back in a later series. Okay, speaking of sweet cameos, this is a little bit of a spoiler. It's tangential, but there is a sequence in the Uncharted movie where 2 of the main characters wash ashore on a beach in the middle of nowhere and find out it's a resort. And they walk on the beach and they're walking up to the tiki bar at the beach to get some help. There's a guy in a lounge chair and he's like, "What happened to you?" And he's like, blah, 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 blah. And they tell him, "Oh, I fell out of a helicopter boat." And he's like, "Oh yeah, I remember that happened to me once. Good luck." And it is the voice actor. It is Nolan North, the original voice actor of Nate from the video games. I'm like, oh yes, I love cameos like that so much.
Even better, there is a tiki bar jazz version of the Uncharted theme playing during that scene.
It's so subtle. I love little Easter eggs like that. They make me very happy. I can talk for like a whole hour about the Silent Hill movie and like what it does with all the different games, because those are some of my favorite video games, and talk about spooky. Woo! Yeah, I broke a controller playing Silent Hill.
Also, some of Sean Bean's best work, and I don't say that lightly.
I know,
pretty much all his work is good.
And he lives. He's alive at the end of the movie. Dang it.
Very much on my list of Starfleet captains. On screen. Good lad. Yeah. Him and Nicole Coughlan from Bridgerton. Because, firstly, she has an epic "fucked you just say" face.
I know.
And secondly, a Starfleet captain who is 5'2" is just inherently brilliant, and I want that to happen.
I love it.
Anyway, we were reading the thing.
We finished the monologue. Now we have a spooky game to play.
Did we finish it?
Yes, that was it.
Okay.
It's very short. We picked a short one on purpose because we got this. Apparently, this haunting sequence is somewhat lengthy, and so we wanted to leave. Ducky very wisely left us plenty of time to play.
Oh, good. Evening. Nightmare fuel. Cool. Let's go.
So, as we get ready for the nightmare fuel, hang on a second. Let us just remind everybody that we are playing Scarlet Hollow by Black Tabby Games, Chapter 3. If you have not seen, hang on, I'm going to go to the other tab. If you are missing any of the installments, there's a whole playlist of us playing the entire freaking game, which is fantastic. The game has content warnings for days. Remember, this is a branching narrative game, and we may not... have a good one for it. This is a branching narrative game. We may not encounter all of these individual pieces of content, but the content warnings are...
common phobias, death and dying, horror themes, mental health and trauma, sound effects, violence, children in peril, flashing, glitching, gross food, substance abuse, swearing, unreality. As always, there is a detailed list of content warnings, which can include spoilers, available at the link in the chat if you need to go and look it up. Everybody got your comfies? You got your squishy animals, your comfort crew? Let's do this. Oh, I forgot one thing. You need to scooch up a little bit closer to the microphone. And to me. The other thing to remind you of... Okay, hang on. Where's your face? Where's your face? Where's my face? Where's my face?
No. Hang on, everybody. Apologies. I'm trying to get him in frame. Yes, there you go. You scooch that way. Good, good, good. Is that there is a Dramatis Personae available? If you cannot remember who an individual character is. Also, full disclosure for those of you who may not have noticed or more likely have blocked it out because of the trauma involved. I do not do American accents. Content warning, accents. Yeah, let's try getting him up a little bit closer to the microphone. How's that?
How's this, folks?
That sound a little bit better?
I'm going to move this because that's right in the middle of the screen for me, but that's pretty good.
Okay, there we go. I think we're good to go. Everybody hearing the game music? I've got it down very... Oop, nope. It's very, 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 very quiet at the moment. There we go. Thank you, Hawkeye.
Thanks,
I appreciate
Hawkeye.
that. That sounds good. And is this a Hawkeye? Real quick, if you don't mind, is this a content warning we need to make the entire stream about, or is this a detailed content warning that we should put in the notes? Because if it's a general one, we should probably make it available in the chat. And hello, Sarah. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, Sarah.
So we'll just take a second here and give Hawkeye a chance to respond while I load in the game. Yes, we're just getting ready to start. And also, give me just a second if everyone would, please. I don't like how this seems to have scooched up. There we go. That looks a little better. Are you singing the hold music song?
No, that'll be hold music. Hold music.
Okay, that's how old we are. Let's move on. Not 100% sure. It might be more general content warning, actually, if you just want me to send it to the chat. Let's just err on the side of too much information. It may be slightly spoilery, but I would rather people were comfortable with the fact that we're about to go into a haunting. We're about to go investigate a haunting.
This is not going to be a nice time for people in the game.
In a situation where, as you listen really close to the music right now, you hear some kind of whispery, voicey thingies going on.
Oh, beans.
And you will also notice, what was the thing we learned last week? What was it? H, I think the button was?
There's some imagery that looks like aha. Okay.
Okay. Great.
Thanks, Hawkeye. That's really nuanced and useful. Thank you.
Reference to self-harm and unaliving. What was it? Alt H, I think?
I believe so.
H? Yes, there we go. Okay, we'll
there
get back
are
to the die.
bad things.
But please
in
notice.
There. There's something on the roof.
Something on the roof. There's something over here that might be a shadow, but might be a ditchling.
Who's this little guy?
There's something. This little guy. Don't know who this little guy
Dapper dressed
is.
lizard-looking dude.
There we go. Maybe Stella's right. Maybe ghosts aren't real. And the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days.
The game doesn't know what genre it's in.
Yes. Sus.
Okay.
Totally sus. So here we go. Everybody ready?
Before you enter a pair of figures in the nearby bush catch your eye. You can't help but feel that with every passing day, the ditchlings grow bolder. See you little punks.
They're coming to witness the doom. Enter the library.
But where's the option that says, have a really lovely and uneventful time?
Right?
Just as its exterior was intimidating in the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark, its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in this place with them as they left.
That's a nice line. Oh, who's this? Who is this over here?
Oh, is that Pixel?
Yes.
Antonio Bandera cat?
Also, it may just entirely be the lighting, but wow, they seem to have drawn attention to the fact that the flames are really popping out.
That's not quite how it looked before. Yeah.
What's this about them? I want to know if you get to punch a ditchling in the face eventually. I'm sure there would be.
Let's go full Billy Idol. Stitch this. Wallop.
Hi, Oscar. Are you back yet? Shh. You can't yell in a library. It's against the rules.
Having spent the night in the library recently, this has resonance.
It's after hours. Rules only apply before 5 p.m. Now, it's our domain. Yeah, you ever want a really cool idea for a photo shoot? go to a library after dark with a professional photographer. That was a blast.
Hey, you're here. Sooner than I expected. Hope dinner went okay?
I love how he's totally casual about this.
Hey, ladies.
The beach. The stacks are that way. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it went okay. Reese wasn't feeling up for a longer hangout, unfortunately.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay. Just means we have more fun time to hunt ghosts. I've come fully loaded. Got my EMF reader, temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video cameras, salt, flashlights for everybody in case the ghost messes with the electricity, parabolic microphone, Sharpies, and paper for automatic writing, matches, candles for rituals.
And you've got your spectre-sniffing compatriot at your side, too. This nose can sniff at any ne'er-do-well we might find, whether spirit or scoundrel.
Aww, Gretchen has a skill. How sweet. Yes, I know. Oscar in that tank top is, hello.
Also, my dude is built.
Right? Seriously. Highly recommend romancing Oscar. The name of the achievement for doing so is great. Oh, I have so many playthroughs for this game I need to do. Oh, and a Ouija board. I know they're toys, but you never know what might come in handy. Wow, this is a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. Do you just have this stuff ready to go in a bug out bag or something? Of course I do. I actually stashed a couple of bags here overnight after I got back from the mines.
I love that Oscar's looking to camera like, the fuck? Excuse me?
I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go in light and pop out to grab more stuff once things start getting spooky. I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that is not for lack of trying. And after last night, I'm more than ready to try again.
Hey, hope I'm not too late. Have I missed any creepy paranormal stuff?
Avery! Glad you can make it. The more pairs of hands we have, the more equipment we can carry. I love her. She's like the person in a dungeon crawl who's like, what's my encumbrance? I'm carrying everything.
Sure thing. Always happy to offer a hand or two.
God, there'll be someone else with a level head in here tonight.
That is a very long-winded way of saying white people!
Yes, it is.
Whoa, is that an EMF reader? I've never seen one in person. Look at all this stuff. Spirit box, parabolic microphone. You've really covered all your bases.
I mean, look at this, like, assortment of snacks for us, chat. Look at
Good lord.
Good grief.
Good lord.
Maybe I spoke too soon.
Looked around for the adult in the room and realized with horror it was me.
Poor Kanika.
You know me, Kanika. I'm as level-headed as they come. I'm just not ready to rule out weird paranormal stuff. When people tell me they saw a ghost, who am I to say they didn't? I mean, you all apparently saw some really unexplainable stuff on Monday, and that mine only collapsing again after 100 years while you were all there? I'm just saying, anything's impossible right now.
They are very open-minded and very prepared.
I like Avery a lot.
Between Avery being open-minded and Stella being prepared for the entire group,
and Oscar just like,
he could just be there. He's the muscle. He's literally the muscle. I like this.
that scene is love interest showcase. The snacks.
Exactly.
Do.
Ooh.
I think you should tell people about the ditchlings.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that.
There could always be a rational, non-supernatural explanation to what I saw last night. Like aliens.
Okay, let's start with the Explorer option first because we earned it through our Keen Eye ability. Does anybody in the chat need a recap about how the mechanics of the games work? I don't see that we have any new folks here tonight, but if you do, just really quickly. So we have we have 2 special abilities. Everybody gets 2 special abilities. One of them we have is called Talk to Animals, which lets us talk to our beloved Gretchen and others. The other one we have is called Keen Eye, which means we observe things that other people don't. The way Keen Eye most commonly tends to manifest is it gives us conversation options, which is like my exact favorite play style. So
I would be really interested to play this without Keen Eye and see whether the things in the bushes are not visible.
I would imagine they're not. Yes, exactly. All right, so I've got a bad feeling about this. There were ditchlings in the bushes outside. Who knows how many more are lurking around here?
Are those the monsters you saw in the woods? Just once, I'd like to actually see some of this stuff myself. Oh, Avery.
Oh, Avery, don't say such things out loud. Oh, dear. Trust me, you don't. If Sybil's right, we're only going to see more of them as time goes on. We can't let them get in the way of things. Okay, this whole town is one big supernatural death trap. True. Harsh. Those mines were chock full of ghosts last night. Last night was weird. I don't know what we saw. There's nothing unexplainable about
at least 2 of
collapse.
these said nopes. You know.
Weird stuff last night was probably just a gas leak. I love that option. What are we thinking here?
I'm thinking this whole town is either chock full of ghosts or this whole town is one big supernatural death trap. Hey, Corvid, how you doing?
Hey, Corvid. Let's go. I'm still taking the kind of rational course here.
That's going to go badly.
I know. So should we not say last night was weird, I don't know what we saw? Or should we say the mines were chock full of ghosts last night? All right. You like that one. He says yawning and making me yawn. Oh my
I wasn't
God.
yawning. I covered it. I was very subtle.
Yes, exactly. Those mines were chock full of ghosts last night. After all my fruitless ghost hunts, I basically convinced myself that ghosts weren't real. But last night we saw some real convincing evidence. Especially those figures you mentioned. Though I'm still 50-50 on whether they were cryptids or ghosts. Hopefully whatever happens tonight will help clear that up. I can't wait to wander through Oscar's house for a few uneventful hours before getting Rosalina tucked into bed. I could use a quiet night after everything we went through.
Kanika, no. That'd be too bad. I was kind of hoping to see a ghost. Maybe it'll be a happy medium between no ghost and deadly spirits of vengeance. A Casper situation might be nice.
Nice.
I love that the non-binary character's going, why do we need to go to extremes? I really respect that.
Maybe we could just be chill.
I envy your pessimism here, but I suppose it won't be long until we get to the bottom of things. Yo, don't rush off ghost busting without the Zane. No way was I going to forget your promise, Stella. See? Can't do it.
Dude, just think Scooby-Doo. Look at him.
Yoinks!
Think Scooby-Doo. I think Scooby-Doo is doing
Hey, Zalia.
Hey, Zalia, how you doing? Dramatis Personae, just as a reminder of who Zane was. Zane is one of the teenagers who was Rosalina's friends in the mine that we rescued from the collapse. Zane! Glad you can make it.
Kanika's just getting even more the fuck as time goes on.
Right. Like zoinks, man.
I was confronted with my own mortality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind.
You should have said, so I'm super desperate.
Super desperate.
There we go. You gotta get the
Gotta
valley.
get it. Yeah, get the valley in there, even though we're in Appalachia. Now, let's go mess with some ghosts. Maybe have a hoagie.
Nice. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm apologizing to, like, everybody.
My, oh my. This certainly is a lot of humans for one little old ghost hunt. I do hope this means my dear Stella will be safe this evening, and that whatever foul creatures lurk in the shadows choose to prey on someone else.
Why would you say that out loud, Gretchen? What are you doing?
It's like everyone has suddenly forgotten horror movies. I hope my house is big enough for 6 ghost hunters at once. If this is everyone, we can go ahead and...
Come on, Tabitha. I invited you.
Tabby! 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 Tabby!
Come on, come on, come on. That's everyone.
Yes.
What about Tabby? What about her? She's not here. Let's get started. I guess she can catch up to us once she gets here.
Well, if you all are itching to get started, it's through the back. Follow me. Hey, human. Kick ghost ass, okay? I miss my special tree. I don't know why Pixel's now Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Remember, he's supposed to be Antonio Banderas. But that's the voice you're using for Oscar, so...
Oscar is actually an absolute bug in Basement Cristobal Rios impersonation.
Okay, very well. Don't worry, Pixel. We've got you. Good key.
Who wants to go kick ghost ass? With me!
You and your companions grab some equipment from one of Stella's carefully stashed bug-out bags before heading towards the junction connecting Oscar's house and the library.
This is the glass corridor we saw earlier.
Oh, nice.
Looks like the sun is almost set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect.
Except with nice close-up.
Except for, look at the chest.
Look at the pectacles here, exactly.
I haven't been inside for a week. I've mostly just been living at the gym, getting them gains.
Why do her bug-out bags include ghost hunt? You know what? Never mind. Kiwi, there are lots of types of bug-out bags.
I also just want to stop and point out that this town is so small that a woman has left suspect packages in a public location in several different points within that. And people have just gone, must be Stella.
Oh, the advantages of small-town life, right? Hey! You didn't think you'd be doing this without me, did you?
Rosalina? I thought you were at Alexis's place.
Sorry, Mr. Gutierrez. She's really convincing.
Oh, God, there's 3 kids now.
Oh, hi, Zane. What's up?
Yo.
Nice. Well,
Thank you.
You don't have to leave me out of stuff like this anymore, Dad. I'm not some fragile thing that needs protecting.
Oh my God, it's like a convention of saying the thing you shouldn't say. Oh my God!
I'm so worried for all of these precious cinnamon rolls. I can handle seeing a ghost or whatever it is that's keeping us out of our house.
Strong bad voice. No, she couldn't. I really don't think you want to see what's in there, Rosalina. I don't know if you'd ever be able to feel safe in our house again if you knew it was there.
Oh, wow.
Oof. I mean, Zane has already signed on. The other possibility is
I like being... I want to be on her side. I'm like, let her come with us. It's her house, too. I think that's, like... I want to empower her.
Okay.
Let her come with us. It's her house, too. And Zane's already here.
We can always throw Zane in front of the thing. What thing?
The bigger the party before we split it, the bigger the split. So it's like we don't turn into the Clue situation.
Oscar, don't look at us like that. Yes, I'm glad you agree. It's best to give this pup the chance to face her obstacles head on. Take it from an old soul like me.
I know, right? Look at this. They're just making him flex now with all these poses. I mean, he's got the little bit of the dad bod belly going on and the buffness. They're just catering to us with this snack selection.
Maybe all the books are just really heavy.
And he just lifts them up and down all day long.
Or maybe he just has to put them on the top shelf all the time. So it's like, books.
Okay.
Knowledge.
I just started a hot book smart run specifically to do a flirt with Professor Dadbot. Bravo, Kathy.
Well done.
Bravo. Bravo.
No notes.
No notes. Oh, sorry. Exactly. Come on, Dad. If you're letting Zane tag along, Alexis and I have every right to be there, too.
We're going to get 3 kids sent to hell. She's got a good point, Mr. G.
Yeah, we can totally handle this.
Do you want Stranger Things? This is how you get Stranger Things. Okay. I'm sorry, Rosa. Just let me know if it gets to be too much and you want to leave. Okay?
Thanks, Dad. Now, let's get our house back.
I'm so worried.
I know. But look at this gigantic group of us.
You all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls and stacks of books sit comfortably on wooden furniture.
Get your camera out of my house. We're gonna get 3 kids sent to hell. Alistair Stewart, 2022. Yes.
How's Zane? You know.
Right? Eldritch the ghost can't eat all of us.
In hell. He's in hell.
You just gotta outrun the slowest, right?
Hey.
I've played Call of Cthulhu.
Kenai, aside from the painting on the floor, this living room feels too normal, too human to be haunted. Oh,
I know, right? Avery and Kanika just look so stylish.
Just serving looks. Okay. Looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember that picture being on the floor, but that could be non-supernatural.
Look. She's paying attention to it and Gretchen's sniffing at it as well.
There's a tiny little detail in this art that I love and that also breaks my heart.
What?
Which is that Rosalina is making sure the bottom of her t-shirt covers her tummy.
Aww.
I have done that my whole life.
Look at the kitty bookends. They're so cute.
Look at the fucked up arm of the sofa due to Pixel.
Yeah, right? Cold tea in a book and a ditchling. I see you.
I see you, you little punk.
Framed kids' drawings, stuffed animal.
Apparently Professor Dadbod doing a garden up top there.
Or maybe like a tennis. I can't quite tell. Crucifix. Yep, good. Another good observation. Okay. None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. But I'll set up a camera in case it falls again. Could be important evidence.
You might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifest.
Oh no, I have a horrible suspicion.
So do I. What's yours?
Maybe other parents.
That's not my suspicion.
Checking on child. What is your...
My suspicion is teenage girl poltergeist activity. My other suspicion is it's not a ghost. It's Reese.
Many theories. Many, many theories.
It's just down the hall.
It looks like some kind of like unicorn.
That looks tarot-y.
Almost, yeah. But she set up a camera there. I love how she's like, tripod camera.
I got this, y'all.
Right.
Oscar and Kanika startle as the door swings open. Dun da 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 da. Tabby, 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 Tabby. Yes!
Ah, my girl! Hold it. You're not taking my cousin along on any more of your little hijinks without me. Look at this. Look at, we've got the whole group. This is so delightful.
Who are you going to call? Apparently,
the
everyone.
Entire town. Yay.
Gretchen's little, the juice look on her face.
She's so, yeah, look at her face. It's so cute. Kanika's like, the hell?
Possibly chopped liver at this point.
Exactly.
Or maybe he just wants some.
Tabby! I can't believe you had the audacity to give me the slip earlier today, Petra.
I mean, it's only like you have 2 days worth of experience of that exact thing happening, Tabs.
After I explicitly asked you not to, at least you did me the courtesy of letting me know exactly where you'd be tonight, so I didn't have to waste my time looking for you.
Kiwi, you're absolutely right. This is absolutely the cast of a mid-budget, mid-90s, I would argue, slasher movie you see before you.
Yes,
Give me 20 minutes, I could probably cast the thing.
Great. Look at that side eye.
Hooray.
Oh. Wow, Petra, you really brought the whole gang together today. I have every right to be here, Kanika. My family built this place, you know. Yeah, I know. We all know. Petra, what made you think inviting her was a good idea? I want to say we're friends. I totally want to say this.
Might damage your relationship with Kanika, but it's also true.
What? I like her. We're friends. Ooh, smug face.
It's a slightly evil smile, but it's a smile.
Really? Sure. Why not? We're friends now, I guess. Deal with it.
Oh, this is not going to end well for anyone.
Oh my. I know, but if they're fighting each other, they're fighting each other here between me and the ghost. Collateral damage! Wow, Petra, do you have any idea how hard it is to get these two in the same room? This is amazing.
The look on Kanika's face is just pure, why?
Yeah, amazing. That's a word for
She's
it.
actually cringing in real time.
Oh,
She's
I know. Look at her. She's like,
oh.
Love it.
Sounds like we're in for an interesting night.
So how many of us? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 8 people plus us, the main character, plus the dog. My God, we've got probably a third of the town in here.
I'm glad I didn't stay in the same town with the people I went to high school with. No wonder small towns have so much drama.
Yes, seriously.
I wonder if the ghost will even show up with this many people around.
Pezzy the cat.
Pixel
is in the library.
Currently in the library. Basically going, good luck, fuckers. Oh dear, could someone please warm the air back up? My joints are creaking in this dreadful chill.
Uh-oh.
Oh god. Wait, is it just me or does it suddenly feel colder?
Well, you are only wearing half a shirt.
Good lord, Oscar. Good lord.
It sure does. I definitely feel that.
Same. I've got chills.
They're multiplying. Sorry. The temperature gun says it's actually a couple of degrees colder, but that's normal. Rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than other parts of the house.
Well, genuine cold spot. I gotta snap a pic for posterity. Oh. I don't want to see that photo because there's going to be an extra person in it.
Is that it? This isn't very scary. Oh yes.
Don't bait the ghost.
No taunting. No taunting the ghosts.
Sandra, don't mock the ghost. Why? It's unseemly.
Let's try the explore option. Remember, explore options are learn more about the situation and have some more dialogue, not let's make a decision and for us.
Have we tried making friends with the ghost? We're trying.
We're trying. I mean, I got Tabby and Kanika in the same room. I'm kind of disappointed there's not an accomplishment for that. Wait, Rosalina, if the ghost mostly manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? I've only seen the stain. What is the stain? OMG.
Is it a good stain?
Dad made me switch rooms with him way before we moved out.
I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I spent most of my nights on the couch before we set up shop in the library. What's Gretchen's scene?
Yeah, look. Gretchen's attention is changed.
She's in point. She is...
Even if there's something back there, I'm not scared of it. I'm mad at it. Y'all are so brave. I'd be terrified sleeping somewhere that might have had a ghost.
Never say that one. Never say that one.
But it's the best one. It's the best one. Okay, we can't say we're wasting. That's one option.
Okay, do the thing.
There are 9 of us. We have to split up. We're not all gonna fit in her room. Well, half of us will be in the hallway. We have to Scooby-Doo it. Yoinks! Right? Here we go. How about this? I'll save the game really quick. There we go. We've got to save. Just in case. All right, gang. I think we'll cover more ground if we split up and search for clues.
Oh my god, the achievement's called. Let's see who this really is.
And it's Fred pulling the ghost's head off. Yes, I feel this is the right choice with this group
I'm
of
not
people.
sure it is.
I
But
know.
anyway.
Sure. Me and my cousin can search the least dangerous room, like a bathroom or a closet. No, absolutely not. I think we all know how that would go. Yeah, that's definitely a no-go. If we discover a ghost here, I want us all to discover it together. You're not helping my case here. That's not exactly the angle I was going for, but okay.
Yo, once we find the ghost, how are we gonna get rid of it? Like, how does one bust such a thing?
Well, my ghost hunting kit has symbols from every major religion, assorted holy books, a bunch of salt, and some jars. For ectoplasm. And if worse comes to worse, we can always use the Ouija board to politely ask it to leave.
Good lord, Stella. Good lord.
Aren't Ouija boards super cursed? Are you sure that wouldn't make it mad or invite a demon into the house or something? Ouija boards are toys. The only power they have is scaring kids at slumber parties.
That's everyone now.
Oh yes, Grim, that is absolutely a Mummy reference.
I see you go Mummy, I go Harry D'Amour.
No. That is totally Mr. Cockroach Totem from the Mummy. Yes, exactly. Oh, a My Little Pony version of this game would be hilarious.
With Applejack as Stella.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like fun to me. Might as well try it, right? What's the worst that could happen? We make the ghost mad and it gives us more evidence. Sounds like a win-win.
Avery.
Avery.
How very dare.
Avery. I think I'd rather not take the chance.
Thank you, Professor Dadbot.
One ghost is enough to deal with. I don't much like the thought of opening a door for something worse.
Wow. You've never been this superstitious, Dad. The ghost has really freaked you out.
Okay. Oscar takes a deep breath before continuing.
Exposition alert.
Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. Oh, fuck you.
Beans.
That feeling again. Like the mines. Like the door to the clinic. A dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling. Something is in this house. Though whether it's a ghost or something worse, you aren't sure. That's blood.
Nasty.
That is blood.
Oh, that's very upsetting.
Kind of surprised the dog's not rolling in it, frankly.
Many Boys new album. Truth in advertising. I like it. Stuffies. Can't see there's a ditchling out the window because Tabby's sitting in it. Alright. I know, I would really like to try a supernatural ability playthrough at some point. Whoa.
This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain.
Corvid.
Do you mean this massive blood stain? It stings to high heaven.
Yeesh. That's gotta be tough to scrub out. Doesn't the county own this house? Do they know about the damaged carpet? Have you seen your house? I don't see how that's relevant.
How much mac and cheese you eat today?
Weird. I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF either. Right? Tabitha supping a cup.
Then your equipment is wrong. The stain is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count, and it keeps coming back.
Have you checked under the carpet to see if something is leaking? It's just a stain, Dad. Can't we just cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here.
Maybe we have to scrub it out first. Could be that the paranormal stuff will activate if we give it a reason to.
Oh, good idea! I've never heard of a bleach-activated ghost before. You don't use bleach to clean a carpet, Tabitha. Whatever. How was I supposed to know that? Not everybody gets to learn how to clean things.
Oh, someone's privilege is shown.
Which is valid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you are offering free carpet cleaning, be my guest.
Ooh.
I like the alternative to animal communication. I like just you're concentrating on cleaning the stain and not on the fact it is blood.
Should we say Gretchen says it's a blood stain?
We've been pretty upfront about talking to animals recently.
Yeah, I think I'm going to roll with this. Gretchen says it's a blood stain. Ghost blood. Or it's just rusty pipe leaking all over your floor. I think that'd be a bigger problem than when Petra and Stella are suggesting.
I don't know. Ghost blood sounds pretty intense.
Have you all tried ripping up the carpet to see what's causing the stain?
The government owns this house. There is no way I'm leaving a big red stain in that carpet. I made sure it was pristine every morning. Besides, I also kind of assumed it was ghost blood. Which it is.
Don't worry. I'm sure they'll just take you to court for neglect instead. Did it not occur to you that there could be a leaky pipe under the floor? What if there's something written under there?
Oh, I've seen those movies too, Stella.
Only one way to be sure.
Professor Dadbod's "What have I done?" face is just wonderful in this.
I noticed that Stella does not have a black light in her kit, however.
Stella excitedly starts tugging at the corner of the carpet. Are we digging? Oh, let me help. This is my area of expertise, after all. Oh, dear.
You're doing the government a favor, really.
We'll cover for you, just you don't have to sweat it. Fuck you.
Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch. The floor around it stained reddish
I
brown.
love how everyone's gone from I'm doubtful to fuck.
I know. Let's take a pause here. Look at the face. Look. It's like
oh!
Dad bod flex. secret door.
Even Zane's like, dude.
Look at Tabby, too. She's like, whoa.
Oh, God.
We're all gonna die.
Oh, God. Okay. Oh, okay.
We're all gonna die.
Okay. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch.
Keen eye. There's a broken seal around its edges. Whoever carpeted over this hatch didn't want anyone going down there.
Shit.
Broken seal?
Let's just reseal it. Yeah, you can see it.
This?
It's big. It's further down. There's a patterning over the wood that looks a lot like writing. Probably Latin. And what has Cabin in the Woods taught us, other than I'm drawing a line in the fucking sand here? Don't read the Latin.
What if there isn't any ghost after all? What if somebody lives down there? Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here.
Nope.
There's a broken seal around its edges. Someone doesn't want us down there. Yeah, but how long ago was it sealed up? Whoever did this has got to be long gone, right?
There's no basement in this house. At least we weren't told about a basement.
And look, all the red stuff is coming up from underneath. Oh yeah, this is super haunted, all right. You got a basement chock full of ghosts. I can just feel it.
Still no readings, though. None of the equipment has made a sound.
Of course not. You'll know last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement or crawl space or whatever it is under that hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. I love how Avery is just very competent with the ghost equipment just immediately. Total wing person. The water dissolved the caulk around the edge and leaked through to the carpet. It's red because North Carolina has red-ass dirt. It's as simple as that.
It's not mud. It's blood. Human blood. I tested it.
Well, you tested it wrong.
I love that they say that as one. That's amazing.
Good. I love that. I hope they become friends. How dare. Tanika agrees with Tabitha. The world must be ending. Right, Kiwi? Way to
lead with that, Oscar.
It can't be blood, right? Kaneka's right. You've got a muddy floor. And that's why it's so cold in here, too. There's wet dirt under the house. Congratulations. We solved your ghost problem. No way. There's an old hatch in the floor that someone tried to seal up. We are not leaving until we know what's down there.
Stella, you are the YA heroine of our dreams.
Oh, my lord. I'm with Stella. This is my room, and I need to know what's down there. Have you considered that they may have tried sealing it up because it's unsafe?
Uh-oh. Do you think the flooding could have made that house, unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous crevasse.
Yeah. I'm going for it.
Of course you are.
Oh, God. Oh.
Fudge. What?
I'm saving.
Oh, this is very bad.
This is not good. This is not good. We are having an event. The house is pristine. Here's the cat's climbing toys.
Missing picture.
That picture is missing. That door is open. the lighting has changed almost to reverse. Like, it's almost...
Oh,
Switch.
fuck this entirely.
Okay, hand me the plushie. I need the orange. Give me the, like, fake beeps.
The comfort beeps.
I need my flake comfort beeps, please. I may be hiding behind beeps as I play this. Okay. Everybody, let's take a moment. As a reminder, this is a spooky, scary game, and we seem to be having some sort of flashbacky sensations. Everybody? Okay, fake beeps. Okay.
You come to in Oscar's living room. You can't tell what time it is. And your friends are out of sight. The building feels colder, and there is something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale, with an undercurrent of mold and earth. It makes you feel claustrophobic, as though you were in a coffin. Each breath depleting what little oxygen is left.
Like we have limited time. How did we end up back here? Where is everyone? Did we pass out again? Was there a gas leak in the basement or something? Interesting that Tabitha's here. I'm going with this. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, what the hell is going on? Maybe it's another gas pocket? Or mold? Or something shaken loose by the collapse yesterday? I don't know. This isn't exactly a normal occurrence for me. Now, let's get the hell out of here before the bad air gives us brain damage. Your cousin marches to the front door and opens it. Why does it look like Oscar's house is in front of us? Didn't we just leave?
Oh, beans.
Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
No ditchlings.
And the light is all wrong.
It's clinical. It's almost clinical. Like the door.
I must just be misremembering things. Let's go.
Yeah, I like what if the others are passed out somewhere in Oscar's house.
What if the others are passed out in Oscar's house or somewhere deeper in the library? Then going back for them won't do any good. If they're not outside or in the library, we'll call the cops and let them take care of it. We don't want to wind up passing out again. We're of no use to anyone like that.
By the way, Tabitha has had a very small but very meaningful wardrobe upgrade. Have you noticed? Mm-mm. She is slightly better dressed. The two of you cross the hallway and open the door.
Oh, what the bloody hell?
Something isn't right. It feels like a late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet, and the scent of flowers drifts on the breeze.
It's animated.
Yeah, it's also photos.
Is this the... Oh, da-ba-boo-doo.
Were there terrifying children there before, or did I just choose not to see them?
I just maybe wasn't paying attention. I don't know. This... No.
Yeah, no, liking none of this.
No. This reminds me of the garden at Tabitha's house combined with that unicorn painting, because look.
Yeah. Good spot. In the immortal words of Matt Berry's Doctor Who, fuck this, Sky High!
And let's just not even talk about whatever monstrosity this is.
Yeah,
Is this a ditchling?
It sure as shit looks like one.
Ooh. This. Oh, wow. I'm going to start with this because it's an explore option. Tabitha, please tell me I'm not the only one seeing that scratchy shadow in the distance. You're not. What the hell is that thing? Yeah, the goat's head motif is in a bunch of places in Tabby's house. It is. This is what the world looks like when my spring allergies act up. Am I having a stroke? Are you having a stroke? Are we both having the same stroke at the same time? Do you see that creature behind the thorns? That's one of the bad omens Stella and I found in the woods. I don't remember finding any bad omens in the woods.
Ditchlings.
Oh, yeah, here.
Yeah. Talking about the ditchlings.
Ew.
I'd go with Pincher, or did we die?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. Did we die? Don't be so dramatic. I think I know if I were dead. That's such a Tabitha thing to say.
I'd be informed. There'd be written consent.
There's gotta be an exit somewhere. We just have to look. He looks like Siren Head. Wait. Do you hear music?
Oh, come on now.
I did. Are you folks hearing that?
It's distorted.
There is distorted music happening. Oh, man. Oh, it's very creepy distorted music. Oh, creepy music is the worst.
Brandon Boone, why do you do this to us?
Creepy music is the worst. Ew. Okay.
That's Stella. Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadows rises to attention.
How very dare you. Notice it's only Tabitha and I.
Yeah.
Same family.
Yeah.
Stella? Who are you? What are you doing on my property?
It's wearing faces. Bark. Bark. Woof. Bark.
I also do not like the creepy sound. Huh? That's not Stella.
No, it's not.
I'm talking to Tabitha here. I thought Oscar said the county owned this place. Yeah. Stella, it's us. Quit being weird. Did you say Eddie? No one's called me that in a long time. It's Edwardina now. I'm not a child anymore. Eddie? You've got to be kidding me. Oh, I really want to ask about Stella. Okay, so Edwardina is Tabitha's mother who passed, right?
Shit.
Stella, are you okay? You don't look so good right now. Pearl Ann is Tabitha's mom. Is Edwardina...
Edwardina is, I think, her grandma.
Or great-grandmother.
Thanks, okay.
Great. You're just pranking us, right? I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone. And you absolutely shouldn't have shown up here, of all places. If you're caught, I don't think you understand what Father might do.
Now might be a really good time to pop the content warnings back on screen.
Yeah.
And possibly vociferously encourage people to read the in-depth ones if this is going where I think it is.
Yeah, because wasn't Edwardina's father the guy who was run out of town on the rail?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm pretty certain he's Scratchy Magoo back there.
Oh boy. With deadly neurotoxin.
How have you been?
Because
I'm a potato.
Precisely. Ooh, I like the idea of playing along.
Okay.
I'm gonna try it because she doesn't seem to be responding to any other stimulus. I'm not scared of Father. Okay, what is this? Some kind of scene? Wow, great job. You got me. You can stop now. Keen eye. A flash of pain in Stella's eyes tells you that she's keenly aware of everything that's happening right now. She is in agony. Oh no, no, we're done.
No,
Goodbye.
fuck
nope,
this. Get out of my friend.
Now. Nope. I can't. It's not that easy for me. My brothers were sent to the Western Front, and now I'm the only Scarlet left besides Father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. Shut up. Shut up! No, we're not playing along with this anymore. How do we snap her out of this? I don't know. Is there like a bucket of water somewhere? Oh, yeah, I also, Stitch, excellent observation. Either Gretchen's not communicating in a way that we can understand, or...
We can't understand her anymore.
I think what it is that whoever's... Let's call the ghost Edwina for now. Has possessed both Gretchen and Stella, and is therefore speaking through Gretchen, which is why we can't understand it. You should just get out of town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it.
I actually like, please let her go, please.
Let her go, please. She's gone, along with the shadow in the corner of the room. Okay, I need a second to think here, because she's in pain. That has to end. But whatever, so was the thing in the back
running her?
Running? Oh my god. Well, the ghost is either... Yeah. Do not like. The ghost is either an asshole or has no other way of communicating. And, I mean, if we assume the best, it doesn't know it's causing pain, but still. So somebody, he said Charlie. Edwina was talking to somebody named Charlie who came back, and whatever it is Charlie wanted wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
Okay. We have to get Stella out of here.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody take a second. Hug your plushie. We haven't taken a break, and it's been almost an hour and a half, and we're not stopping. So, hug a plushie. Here we go. Come on. We must have taken the wrong door out of the annex. We're getting out of here before anything else happens. No, we're going after Stella. We have to go after Stella. Absolutely not. We are not being drawn deeper into this weird garden greenhouse, whatever it is. I'm not leaving without Stella. Sorry. No. She yanks your arm.
Yeah, this isn't happening, Tabby.
Pulling you back the way you came. Imagine what this had been like if she wasn't here. Where did the annex go? There's another ditchling.
Yeah, good spot. So there's a photo too. It's a photo of a piece of artwork.
Yeah.
So the unicorn is now but in both these scenes.
Yeah, the figures have, the perspective's changed. Something's popping through here as well. Let's try the door. But there can't be anything behind it. It's just standing there. Dude, we are in dream space, alright? Dream space makes its own rules. You ignore her, walking forward and reaching for the doorknob.
Bells ring as a cacophony rages outside. The door in front of you pulsates as figures unseen bang against it. The shaded figure from the garden sits in the corner, ever so slightly more defined. The blood is coming and going on the pickaxe. The puppet is twitching. Ditchlings every goddamn where. And the guy being carried off.
And this figure looks like it has teeth. I'm just saying. This is all very fine. Yes, we are in a witch dimension. Something has happened. Oh my goodness. I know, I love the contrast here between the animation and the art for the real world, right?
What is that?
This?
Yep.
It's a ditchling.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
This is non-Euclidean space. They are hounds of Tindalos and all sorts of crap happening all over the place. I know, right? This is only episode 3.
This is what, 8?
Somebody said 7?
Fudge.
Are you kidding me? Maybe.
Yeah.
This is the guy on the rail here. This is messed up. We need help. God, please let this call go through.
Tabitha anxiously taps her foot as she waits for her phone to connect.
Yeah, there are angry men yelling in the background. Hey, it's... What? No, it's Tabby.
Oh.
Didn't you see the caller ID? Stop interrupting me. Can't you hear what I'm... Your cousin is cut off by the dial tone of a disconnected call. Great. She couldn't hear a word I said. Looks like we're on our own. I'm actually really glad Tabitha's here.
You're doing this alone?
Remember when you pointed out that the picture of the guy on the rail in the library was lighted differently? With the stop and the jumping and the scary. I don't know what voice to do for this. I'm gonna keep using the creepy plain voice. Junior, pack your things quickly. Hurry. Jeez, Rosalina, you scared the Maybe we should run him out on a rail too. Make an example of the whole family. Okay, this is lovely. Alright, so I'm confused. I can't remember enough about our previous history in the library to remember the name of the guy who was run out on a rail and his relationship to Edwardina, or whatever her name is.
I think the key here is the fact that two members of the same family are witnessing history.
I think that's what we're doing. I think we're getting a glimpse into the past of what happened here.
My concern is
Charles Shaw was run out on the rail. Oh, Charlie. Great. Thank you very much, Hawkeye.
My major concern is serious long-term damage to our colleagues.
I know. That's what I'm trying to avoid here. No, I don't want to play along because we know they're in pain.
Unless playing along gets them out of it, but you're right. We've gone down one route so far. Let's do that again. We can if we get everyone killed, we can always replay this.
I don't want. Yeah. Well, yeah, we do have a save. Just at the very start of it. Should we keep listening?
I think that might be useful this once, yeah.
Let's try it. You continue listening to the scene. Please, he's only a child. We'll leave peacefully. Just give us a little time. They were only children too. Oh! My boy was in there. Why should I give Junior here all the time in the world to gather his little toys and fancy clothes? Multiple perspectives. Rubesco, it literally means run out on a rail. The phrase refers to a way somebody in a town who had done something terrible was usually tarred, feathered, tied to a railroad rail, and taken out of town and left.
To die.
Which is exactly what happened in this town's past to the former mine owner named Charlie/Charles Shaw. There's a giant painting of it in the library. It's basically lynching. Exactly. To be run out on a rail. My boy didn't have that kind of luxury. So I think, again, we're getting two perspectives here. We're getting the perspective of some kind of parent or minor, and then it sounds like this may be a member of Charles's family who's trying to escape. Oh. Let's try Keen Eye.
Yeah.
I see. The collapse. Junior leaving, Charlie returning. It's starting to come together. Great. Mystery solved. You can let us go now, Ghost. Don't listen to him, Charlie. Just keep packing. Looks like the others are on their way. Better hurry, boy, or you and your little dolls here might get burned up. And as for you, lady, what makes you think you're going to be keeping any of those valuables you're packing in that fine suitcase of yours? I don't want to play long because it draws it out. God, this sucks. I can't imagine what it must be like to be driven out of your home like this. Maybe it wasn't actually this bad. Maybe it's exaggerating things. Trust me, boy. The coppers ain't coming here tonight. And what makes you think you can talk to an adult like that? Maybe they should have had you working in the mines too, instead of lazing around in this big house. I hate this. Maybe you would have learned a thing or two about respecting your elders. Oh God, this is awful. Don't talk to my son like that. I'm gonna stop reading these for a little bit because it's a little difficult. You're lucky I'm even letting you leave. I don't want to continue with
No, this is just starting to play out. This is starting to present like the game's picking up on us not interacting in a very specific way. That people keep talking to us, who are we supposed to be? That might be a useful one to do.
People keep talking to us. Who are we supposed to be? And we've been called Charlie twice now. We're probably supposed to be the same. I think we're Shaw. Be the same person. We were in the last room. So we've got to be playing the ghost, right? Back when it was alive. This must be right after the Shaw mine collapsed in 1918. It's okay, Charlie. You can make new ones, even better than these.
It's good for them. Shouldn't be playing with dolls anyway. Now you're gonna have to earn your keep, just like the rest of us, boy. No more big inheritance for you.
So, Charlie, this is Charlie as a child.
Well, this is Charlie Jr.
This is Charlie Jr.
Yep.
Listening to his parents fight as they're coming for them. Oh. Alexis and Rosalina are whisked away, leaving you and Tabitha in the empty room. I know, it's really smart how they're using animation to completely unsettle us. Oh.
As they depart, the front door stops pounding and opens into a beckoning white void.
Well, that's where... And the ghost is gone.
Yep.
We're in hell. We both died, and we're in hell. I like this. Okay, let's put our heads together. What do we know? We know that we can't leave. And we know that we're not possessed, at least as far as we could tell. And whatever we saw in this room, at least, happened right after the Shaw mine collapsed in 1918. I think the only option on the table for us right now is to keep doing what it wants us to do. Maybe it'll stop at some point, or maybe we'll figure out a way to escape. Are we supposed to be Charlie? Is Charlie the ghost? Your guess is as good as mine. Oh, sorry, Tabitha's stealing my voice. Who did you call on the phone earlier? Friend of the family? Not that it matters, though. The call didn't go through, so we're on our own.
She's lying.
She's lying. She was talking to somebody. I heard her talk to somebody. There's so many ditchlings here. Yeah, there are. Those things are horrible. No wonder you were too scared to come back to the estate on Monday.
Okay, we're potentially getting Tabby on side.
Some
That
growth.
is
Excellent.
good. Yeah, she called Wayne.
She called Wayne. Exactly. You're right. There's only one way to get to the end of this. Shall we? Yeah. Let's get this over with.
You and Tabitha walk up to where the pounding door used to stand, and you step into the void. You're outside, and it's night, a false moon looming massively in the painted sky.
There's a bee, insects, the...
Screaming face, top left.
Yeah, I see the ghost.
Or whatever the hell that earthworm-looking thing is. Oh, that's a ram's horn.
That's a ditchling. That's a ditchling. Yeah, she said she, though. Good memory, Ozzy.
Smart.
I think it's always had teeth. I think it's just we've noticed it.
The night feels thick and warm. The insects lively, their calls unnaturally tinny. Everything feels warped and wrong, like you're listening to a record fished from the bottom of a pond.
That's a good observation, Grim. Yes, the ghost does tend to be getting closer. Ugh. What magic words do I have to say to get you to let us go? I'm sorry, okay? Whatever my family did to piss you off so much, I'm sorry. Oh, God. Stop that.
You want me to do this one?
You poor dear. I've been keeping track of you, scuttling around town like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Miss Edwardine, haven't you? So this is again talking to Charlie. Yeah. Reminder of content warnings, folks. It is. We're obviously here because the ghost can make us be here and wants us to learn
Wants
something.
us to witness things.
So... these scenes are all scattered. Seems like the last one was some kind of childhood memory, and this one must be after he met back up with Edwardine. Wait, what am I doing? I refuse to get invested in figuring out this weird little puzzle. Oh no, I got you, Tabitha.
Oh no, we got you, Tabs.
There's no need to be embarrassed. Your secret is safe with me. Secret? You know, I never did approve of what the Scarlets did to your family, and what it did to the two of you youngins. What the Scarlets did to your family.
By the way, the gradual build on the music is delightful.
I'm going to have to turn it down a little bit more. There we go. Childhood sweethearts. Just think how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it?
Keen eye that shit.
Yeah. Did the Scarlet scapegoat Charlie and they were responsible for the mine collapse?
That tracks.
Ooh. The plot thickens. Play along, play along. I want to try. It looks like there's more to this haunting other than the collapse. I don't think I want to know so much about some fling my great-grandma had. This is definitely too much information. And it really has nothing to do with me. Sweetheart, it has everything to do with you. I'm sure by now you've realized the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you. But it's not for lack of desire, as you well know. Okay, can she not? It's Enoch. Even if you dragged her over the town limits, his hold over her would make sure neither of you were ever happy again. Alright, who's Enoch?
I'm guessing Enoch is our toothy friend.
And what? And town limits and curse and what? And just think of what happened to your poor mother and father.
Oh, what?
Do you want that to be the two of you? Enoch is Edwardine's father.
The Scarlet's been literally cursed to stay here.
We're getting very, very, very cosmic horror at this point now. What do you know about Enoch, Tabitha? Our great-great-grandfather. He was in charge of the mines when they collapsed. I don't know much besides that, so don't bother asking me.
There's the sass.
Is the ghost mad because Edwardine and Charlie's romance didn't work out? Pretty pathetic if that's the case. It's not like I'm in a happy relationship, but at least I'm not making it someone else's problem. The powers at work here are stronger than even your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here. Then you can both go free. No more misfortune. Not for you. Not for anyone else bold enough to step foot outside the holler. So it implies that the whole town is trapped here.
Yeah, it does.
Kanika mimes handing you something, though her hand is empty. Everything you need to know is on that map. Give me the map.
Yeah, do that.
Symbolism of these rooms could be helpful. I think I can parse some of it. The flies on the flowers could symbolize something that looks like it should be sweet, but it's actually rotten. Do you know what some of this other stuff is? No, and I don't see how it helps us. It's obvious that no one should trust this lady. I mean, just listen to the way she talks. I don't need a fly-infested flower to tell me something is up with her. That's where you'll find them. You need her there. Then read what I've written down and be careful. She's giving us a quest. She's trying to help us figure out how to break this. Good luck to the both of you. I hope you get your happiness.
And then she's gone.
I'm gonna file this Marguerite voice in my Voices in Scarlet Hollow that will haunt me, affectionate brain. Alistair's voice from the Tally Post story rings in my head in every playthrough, and it's terrifying, affectionate. Tabitha sighs. Okay, let's find the way out. Unless you have any ideas? I don't think there's anything else we can do until we get to the end or we die. Whichever.
Before the two of you can leave, a smell hits you. Sweating, suffocated flesh with a tinge of the saccharin and a stomach-churning scent of decay.
Oof.
There you are.
What the actual... Is he trying to rescue us from
Yes.
this?
Yes, he is.
He just literally... That's the hatch.
Yep. I would have found
Stop with this.
Muzuna, but the resident clearly doesn't want me here. Yay, it's Wayne. It doesn't seem to have the same issue with these miserable little parasites.
He just totally
Yep.
curb stomped a ditchling. Okay, I totally get why people
The
should.
people like, hot.
He just curb
He
stomped
curb stomped a ditchling.
He called this the resonant?
Yeah. Bottom feeders
Oh, yes, he did.
always manage to slip through the cracks, don't they?
See, look at it. It's
It's-
going.
it's rotting. It's rotting,
yeah,
everyone.
Goodbye.
Talk.
I'm not running. I'm just gonna talk.
Nope! Oh, hey, Wayne.
Yeah. Hey, Wayne, you wanna figure this out with us? Buddy old pal? Don't talk to it.
Let Petra speak. I'm no enemy.
Okay, now I get why everybody ships him. Don't listen to it either.
What an unfortunate situation you've been dragged into, Petra. Why can't you do as I ask and stay out of trouble?
Because I'm the protagonist of a horror story?
But that girl
Don't you dare touch my
won't
Stella!
let you, will she? Stella, is that her name? Perhaps I should pay her a visit soon, if she makes it out alive.
Okay, I don't ship you anymore. You're threatening my girlfriend.
Tabitha bolts for the underbrush, desperately pulling you along.
Stella? Oh, look, it's still messed up, but it's not moving anymore. So by my mental count, there are about 5-ish scenes left in the episode. So don't know if y'all will actually finish this today or not. It's midnight. We've already been playing 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to save. Hold on. Does it let me save? I don't know if it... Alright, it'll let me save. Hold on. First things first. Next page. Save. Okay. this might be a good place to stop because I don't know about you, but I'm definitely going to need at least a little bit of a shenanigan after this so that I'm able to sleep because we ended on Wayne in the scary hellish land. So, why don't we stop here so that everybody can take a breath? Lots of people need sleep. Fine, that's valid. We're going to take a very short break and fix my broadband, which seems
to have suddenly fallen over.
Maybe have just fallen over, but it looks like it's back now.
I need the bathroom real quick. So.
All right. Go ahead. We're going to take a quick break, everybody. If you're with us when we come back, we'll do some shenanigans. If you need to get some sleep and you need to step away, that's okay too, all right? We'll be right back. I have so many questions.
I'm very worried about everyone.
I'm very worried about everyone, and it was super spooky, and we seem to have unleashed something, fallen into some sort of mold, spores, and fungus-induced hallucination. I seriously don't know what's going on. The fact that Wayne can just open up a hole into reality and go, "What are you doing down here?"
Sup?
Yeah, seriously, right? Like, okay. Thank you very much for the heads up that there were still more scenes to come.
So there's about another 2 hours in this, I would guess.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Very worried about everyone.
I'm very worried about everyone. I do love plant horror. I'm with you, Compost Witch. It's an underappreciated form of cosmic.
If you have never seen Annihilation,
oh my god,
and you don't have a problem with occasional unpleasant meat, there is one of my favorite visual examples of plant horror in Annihilation. It's really good. Hey, Luvian Blue, how are you?
Hey, you. Oh, I forgot how much reading out loud does make the game longer. It does. And we're okay with that. But I appreciate you giving us a little, by the way, you've still got probably an hour to go. So that's good. That's fine. Because we have much to process. I'm developing all these theories about, like, what actually happened and who was actually involved and what the ghost is and what it's trying to accomplish. And I'm not sure that the ghost and the weird psychotropic experience we're having are, like, inextricable. Maybe it's like multiple things happening. I don't know. The medium in which the ghost communicates, I'm going to make you go through freaky situations of places you've already been, is an amazing game development hack. And I don't know. I really need some time to, like, sit and think and process some of that. So for shenanigans tonight, let me go ahead and get us set up for shenanigans. Hold on. I just have to remember which screen I'm on. I think it's this screen. Oh gosh, I hope I remember to change the shenanigans text. Hold on a second. Nope, I messed up. Sorry. I'm gonna do this. It is not going to be the Scarlet Hollow April Fool's Day. What it is they did a Twitter Q&A with the cast of the show. And look, this is a very familiar looking scene.
Isn't it? Just with a couple extra people.
Look at Wayne's like, so... with a couple of extra people. So there are...
Sup, girl.
Apparently they received over 100 of these. There is no way we are going to get through even the 45 that they've already done so far on Twitter. But we are going to do a couple of... Thank you very much, Ducky. I appreciate it, and apologies. We're going to do a couple of them just to see if we can make my voice completely give out. And because we need some palate cleansing after all of that. So, some of these, obviously Alistair's going to voice some of them. I'm going to voice, and if you'll be patient with me, I have loaded up all the images. So we will do these one at a time. Hang on, I just got to... Let's see if I can navigate all of this. And you can read them off this screen. Is that going to be okay with you?
Oh, yeah, that's going to be easy.
Here we go. So here is our first Q&A. Gretchen, has Frou Frou ever been nice to you? Or to anyone, for that matter?
That sour-faced little devil has never had a kind word to say in all her life. And I don't ever recall her letting a human so much as get close to her without suffering a blow from those needle claws. I don't know why Miss Tabitha lets that impolite beast exact such what did that say? Cruelties of the living things of this hollow, but it certainly reflects poorly on her character, if you ask me.
Is it easier for you to read them here, do you think?
Probably, yes.
Okay, hold on a second, folks. We're trying to...
Fix it in real time.
Fix it in post. Is that okay?
It's perfect.
Alrighty, fine. It's cool.
To Stella, just want to ask what your fave drink is.
Hang on a second, I gotta switch this. My favorite? Wow, that's a big question. But I think it's gotta be hot apple cider. Only seasonally, of course, but when the air gets that autumn crisp to it and the nights get cold, there's nothing like a big steamy apple cider with cinnamon, and cloves, and allspice, and a little dash of brown sugar to top it all off. And, oh God, that does sound really good, doesn't it?
To Tabitha, not really much of a question. This is just the only time...
Hold on a second. Sorry.
I'm going too fast. It's not you.
There we go. So, the question is...
To Tabitha, not really much of a question. This is just the only time I can tell Tabitha she's awesome, and it could mean something. Aside from that, does Tabitha prefer normal mac and cheese elbows or spiral macaroni?
Why are you asking me that? Is this some sort of a trick? Do you think you can just get me to like you if you know what kind of mac and cheese I like? You're gonna have to try harder than that.
To Kanika, what are your top 5 favorite anime?
Let me think. Sailor Moon has to be on the list since that was the first anime I ever got into. Inuyasha, Sesshomaru Forever, and Madoka, of course. I also got super into Soul Eater in high school and Parasite the Maxim. You can maybe see my steady descent into horror anime.
By the way, she has exceptional taste. Parasite in particular is brilliant.
Okay, hold on a second. So I will read the question and then Alistair will give the answer. Okay. So the question is, to Wayne, what's your type? Asking for a friend. The friend is almost the entire SH fanbase community.
You.
For Oscar, do you realize how that tank top looks on you? Sir, are you aware?
Aware of what?
For Avery, besides the biscuits, what do you recommend from the diner?
Oh, as far as I'm concerned, you can't go wrong.
And then we'll do one or two more. You want to read that?
Yeah, you want to do the question?
Another question for Gretchen. What would you do if you were mayor of Scarlet Hollow?
Oh my. Me? The mayor? I'm so very flattered you think I could hold such a position of authority. Though I strongly believe octogenarians have no business in office. We're much too tired, and how am I to connect with the struggles of the young pups of today? With their automatic feeders and their little phone games. No. Mayorship is a young dog's game.
Okay. Two more. Go ahead.
This next one's for Tabitha. Are you a picky eater? If so, how long has this been the case, and do you think it has an impact on your life?
I mean, I guess so. But the only way it's impacted me so far has been Pearline getting on my ass about it. She can't do that anymore, though. Now I can just eat the stuff I want. I've made some exceptions in the past, mostly stuff Stella made for me. But don't think that means you can try and get me to eat whatever garbage you bring home. And to end our note, we will ask, back to the ever-popular Wayne, will you protect me? Uwu.
To the end of the earth.
I love these. These are really fun.
These are great.
And that was like, I think...
A fifth.
10? Yep. Maybe... There are so many of these. There are so many of these. It will be an entire...
Somehow I don't feel safer.
Right, Kiwi?
Yeah.
Not really feeling all that much safer since I currently feel like I'm standing on the end of the earth.
Hooray! Captain No-Face Monster Curb Stomper is going to protect us. Hooray!
Maybe he just lives in the open shipping container back there, right?
Ecologically sound.
Ecologically sound. Yeah, very green Wayne. Oh, there's so much to think about. I have so much to think about. We need to do, like, when we finish the chapter, we need to do, like, a All right,
Download.
Where's
like
our
a
murder
debrief.
bird?
Yep.
Where is our red string brigade? We need to bust this sucker out and be like, okay, I need to go back and reread this and reread this and reread this and like lore. I need to dig into the lore and try to figure out the ghost and the romance and the thing and the stuff. And there's so many things. All right. I
wanted in here because I'm obsessed with Scarlet Hollow right now. So Scarlet Hollow live streams are my go-to background noise lately.
Fantastic.
But gentle sir, your voice sounds familiar. Were you on Magnus Archives? Hi. Yeah, I was. We actually both were. I was the voice of Peter Lucas in season 4.
Yes. You have found Mr. Captain Birdseye. And thank you so much for joining this. I know, Ozzy, I really want to try other character builds. Once we've finished the game for like the stream, I'm really thinking I'm going to go through and like play a million different versions of this game because I have so many questions and I want to try so many different things. Yes, he was.
Wayne will save you with his blood-drenched monster boot-stomping love.
Well, I'm really curious. There seems to be more context or situation for... Why is he so devoted to protecting you? He's like the only person in this town who seems like they want to protect you.
There seem to be two opposing forces and the town caught in the middle. That's how it's starting
There
to play
seems to be multiple opposing forces because we've got whatever those seal things are in the mine and we've got whatever these compulsions are about like the door... And the door in the
there is the thing that's being done to Reese, or is still being stopped from happening to Reese. Yeah.
And there's this ghost and stuff in the library house, and there's whatever the heck is wrong at Tabitha's house, which is like a lot.
The thing I am clinging on to is there are another 4 installments, so the percentage likelihood of us losing everyone at this point is low. But we might be losing somebody.
I'm going to be very unresolved and very like, yes. Luvian Blue, you have found the Peter Lucas fandom. We are here. Hello. We are all here.
Seeing as you're here as well, and also just to really shamelessly plug it, the other show which I've done, which is completed most recently, is the first season of The Secret of St. Kilda, which is a fantastic Scottish horror show.
Hey, aren't the audio drama Audioverse Award finalists being announced on Sunday?
I didn't know that until right now, so yeah, I guess.
Okay.
I'm the narrator for Secret of St. Kilda, and there's a fantastic show called Rogue Maker, which is a 1-season science fiction show, which launches in about 3-4 weeks. And I'm playing a flight attendant on that, and it's a really good time. It's a great cast.
And you and I are both in recording now for Super Suits.
Yes.
Because how could I say no to a legal drama about superheroes?
Exactly.
That was impossible. Ducky, could you kindly provide a link to the Secret of St. Kilda card in the chat, or Zalia, either one of you, if you please, for Luvian? Super Suits,
my other beloved.
I know, exactly.
Thanks, Compost.
Exactly. St. Kilda, Rogue Maker, and Super Suits, and
maybe other things.
Maybe more. We should tell. Is that your you can't see me face?
That is my Lady Gaga poker face.
Yes, exactly. Because you guys know how many hats we wear and how many projects we do and our complete and total inability to say the word no. Look. I literally have a punch card and it only has 3 punches on it. See? Here is my saying no to things punch card. And it only has 3 holes. Yes, I did buy a heart-shaped hole punch specifically for this. But if I get 10 things on my saying no to things punch card, I get ice cream. So I should really be practicing more because I like ice cream, but I don't say no to things. So yes, there may be secrets coming in the future. Thank you very much for the reminder, Triffin. If Luvian, you would like to watch the previous installments, because we've streamed the entire Scarlet Hollow. There's a whole playlist of them there on our channel where there are many VODs, many hours of VODs, because we play games very slowly. Mm-hmm. But that's because we're voicing all the characters. Very slowly. But that's because we're voicing all the characters as we go along. But yes, help yourself. That would be great.
game the system. We'll ask for things here, and you just say no.
Okay.
Oh, you're going to be fine.
Let's do it. Go. I can have one. Okay. This should be a whole stream. We're going to want to be my podcast that I just decided to make. Compost switch. Unfortunately, I will have to decline.
1.
Lining up the heart. La, la, la.
Okay, the fact it's a heart, it's pink, and you're taking time to line it up correctly.
Okay, now I have 4.
Is PQ.
See, thank you very much, Compost. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Livian.
That's enough. Just the one, because otherwise I will totally fill all of this and go have ice cream right now. And it's midnight, and I do not need ice cream before I go to bed.
Or
we could have a whole stream where everybody asks each other to do things, and they all say no, and then we all get ice cream.
we just all become Grunt from that moment in Mass Effect. No.
No. Because of the car.
Keep up, Shepard.
Yes, oh God, my Grunt, my idiot Krogan son, how I love him. Right, we should probably wrap this up. Tell the fine folks where we're going to be, and more importantly, where we're not going to be. You
can next see us on Friday when the next issue of our Hugo-nominated pop culture newsletter, The Full Lid, will go live to its various subscribers. One of those could be you. It will be all over. I really should have links for The Full Lid on That's fine. It's fine. It will be live on Friday at 5 p.m. BST. You're saying no to not continuing to say no to things and stream to the system, though. Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay. I can play this game all day. I totally can. Ka-ching. 5! Yes. 5 punch cards. Okay. Normally, we also stream on Sundays between 10 and noon. 10:30 and 12:30. Yep. And we're doing Outer Wilds at the moment, which is just superb. Really, really good. Obtain orbit. Then turn on autopilot. This Sunday, so we're taking the day off. Because it's Easter weekend, so it's a 4-day holiday here in the UK, and we are going to try and spend at least half of those hours not working. And that includes streaming. Let's see how successful we'll be. Next Wednesday, join us back in hell, or wherever the fuck we are, in Sleepy Hollow. Yes. I'm fairly certain there's some kind of liminal supernatural space under the library. I fucking hope so. I really hope we get out of this by the end of the chapter, or I'm going to be very, very concerned about all my companions for a very long period of time. That could make it very awkward. For those of you who are new or don't remember, we've arranged to do an interview with Abby Howard and Tabby Howard Arias. I wrote it down so I would remember Tony's last name. The creators of Scarlet Hollow, once we finish chapter 3. So I would really like to not have the opening question be, how could you? Yes, exactly. How could you leave me on that note? Well, Luvian, I'm American. One of the very, very few, in my opinion, upsides to currently living in a country that does have a state-sponsored religion is that it gives you long holiday weekends. And for Easter, we have a long holiday weekend. We have Good Friday and we have Easter Monday off. Yes. And so we're just going to take it and run. And by take it and run, I mean not leave the home. Play Skyrim and eat deviled eggs. And maybe, just maybe, go see The Lost City. Maybe go see The Lost City. That would be quite nice. So yes, Friday, The Full Lid. Sunday, nothing. No Outer Wilds this week. But then we'll be back here a week from today for escaping from whatever fungoid haunted hell we have stumbled upon. Yes. We hope. With everybody alive. Fine. And everyone fine. Everyone fine. Injured. Yes. Yeah. Definitely going to bring the beeps with me from the start next time. Ooh, an Apollo Space. That sounds amazing, KB. That sounds fantastic. Zalia says their plan is play video games, eat some of the huge box of meat I got delivered. That sounds awesome. And thanks for the follow, Livian. Thanks for the follow, Livian. We're very happy to have you here. Definitely finishing the chapter this time. I'm like 90% certain. I'm sure what you think will take 15 minutes will take us a comfortable hour and a half. And that will be a good value for everybody. Huge box of meat. Animal. Yeah? Okay. All right. Anything else? I think that's it. Other than have an excellent weekend, especially those of you who have access to the holiday weekend, please enjoy it. Those of you that don't, please relax as much as you can. You are important and needed, and we are delighted to have you all.
Yes.
And we will see you on Friday in prose, and we will see you next Wednesday in person.
Yep.
I've been Alistair.
I've been Marguerite.
And this has been fun. And terrifying, but mostly fun.
Terrifying, but mostly fun.
We'll see you next time.
Have a good night, everybody.